the years. It is the leadership of the seniors that demonstrates the true meaning of blue pride. AHS would like to congratulate the Bellingham seniors and wish them well in their future endeavors. And now for your 2026 Attleboro
She saved our life.
Number 12, Joey Santos. Accompanied by parents Steve and Danny Santos, and their brothers Cameron and Ethan Santos.
That would have happened and you would have not even gone. Your dad gets a rich dedication.
What are you supposed to do? I had seen it.
Senior captain, number 23, Aiden Ross. With parents Dan and Sandy Ross and Connor, his brother.
I never would have thought of that in a million years. Yeah. Paul's still kicking in there, you know. He won't tell me what he wants to do. 25 years. Right?
You know, when you start looking back at it, you think, 45 minus that.
I know.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, 40 years of service to the Attleboro. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
Coming down in 5, 4, 3. Good afternoon and welcome to this AACS 96 Sports presentation. I'm Paul Healy. Please send your best regards to Kevin Patton, still on the disabled list and unable to join us today as our color commentator. My loss and yours. Noah Jones is on camera. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, pinch hitting on graphics. Today it's boys lacrosse at Tozer Cassidy Field. Temperature is about 92 degrees right now. Yeah. As the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers get ready to face the Bellingham Blackhawks. Attleboro ranked 34th in Division 1 right now. Bellingham ranked 20th in Division 4. Bellingham coached by first-year coach Dave Lewis. Played his high school lacrosse and sports at Roxbury Latin. He's a Brookline lad. And then played for an outstanding UMass Amherst lacrosse program. Back when it wasn't called UMass Amherst, it was just called UMass. But he's the first-year head coach. Had to handwrite the program before the game during the senior day ceremonies. Hopefully I can read my own writing. Bombardiers come in with a record of 5-11 overall, 2-8 in the Hockomock League, although the team's been coming on of late, 2 straight wins, and they're finally healthy for the first time this season. The Bombardiers average about 6.4 goals a game. They allow about 12.25. But the big news is they have their outstanding goaltender, Matt McAuliffe, back. He's played the last 3 games. He had 13 saves in Attleboro's big victory over Oliver Ames the other day, 15-12. And in the 3 games that Matt McAuliffe has been back between the pipes, he's stopped over 56% of the shots that he has faced. Starting on defense today for the Bombardiers will be sophomore Zach Lavallee, getting his second varsity start. According to defensive coordinator Coach Hunter Andruzzi, he's really come on. Senior captain Aiden Ross, who was celebrated earlier, he's heading to Bryant University where he hopes to play club lacrosse, will start at D, along with junior Jabril Ishmael. In the midfield, taking face-offs will be Cooper Lynx. Cooper Lynx is a freshman. He won 7 of 13 draws against OA and recorded the 100th face-off win of his freshman year. The other face-off specialist, actually they're not Fogos, face-off and get-off, they're Fosos, face-off and stay on. The other freshman face-off man is Noah Weatherford. He had an assist, 4 ground balls, and won 8 of 15 draws against OA. He's got 84 face-off wins this year. On the wings in the midfield will be Beckett Stone, who's the second leading scorer on the team with 9 goals, 14 assists, 23 points, which is saying something because Beckett has played a ton of games in goal this year due to the McAuliffe injury and also the injury to Samuel Haroon, the other goaltender. And Captain Landon Vieira will be on the other wing in the midfield. 37 goals, 16 assists for 53 points this season. He's over 170 points for his career here at Attleboro. On attack will be sophomore Cole Scarrop, freshman Jamison Connor with 19 points on the season, and freshman Grady Doxey had 2 goals, 2 assists versus OA, and Coach Jim Black was talking before the game. saying how Grady Doxey makes a ton of those invisible plays that don't show up in the stat sheet, but plays where he was in the right place doing the right thing. But Jackson Maynard, Jack Crisafulli, and Gavin Bradshaw, who also has 19 points, should see a lot of time in the midfield as well. Researching from HockomockSports.com, Attleboro's big 15-12 win over Oliver Range back on May 18th. This game being played on Wednesday, May 20th. Landon Vieira scored 5 goals to help the Bombardiers split the season series with OA and pick up a key win in their quest for a top 32 spot in D1. Gavin Bradshaw had a hat trick. Jason Menard and Jamison Connor had 4 assists and 3 ground balls, and Grady Doxey, 2 assists each, scored 2 goals. Beckett Stone was a key facilitator for the Attleboro attack with a goal and 3 assists. Cole Scarab dished out 2 assists. Matt McAuliffe had 13 saves, as we told you. But Coach Jim Black mentioned, quote, "I was super proud of our group last night, Monday night. Our focus has become one possession, one quarter, one game with this stretch of the 3 final regular season games to finish out the week. The boys performed admirably, finally running our sets cleanly and successfully together. When things broke down, they kept their movement effective and together." We'll be right back.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
Welcome back to AACS Sports and the AACS YouTube channel. Bellingham under Coach Dave Lewis. Oh, by the way, Attleboro starting Matt McAuliffe in goal. Bellingham will start Will Landrigan in goal. Sorry, I don't have the years of the Bellingham players as I was scrambling to write down names out of their scorebook before the game. Starting on defense will be senior captain number 6, Eric Todd, number 10, Tyler Enright, and number 23, Max Henschy. Taking most of their face-offs in the midfield will be number 17, Zach Hughes. On the wings will be number 20, Stan Kiley, and number 13, Braden Jennings. On attack will be number 7, Eddie Savage, number 8, Captain Charlie Baker, and number 11, Captain Kyle Connors. As we're getting ready to go on a brutally hot day here at Tozer Cassidy Field. It's a breezy day, which helps a little bit, but the temperature on that Techno-Turf is well over 100 degrees. And for Bellingham, they played games on Saturday, May 16th, Monday, May 18th. Tuesday, yesterday, they beat Norton 8-3 for their 4th win of the season. So this is their 3rd day in a row. And 4th game in the last 5 days. Bellingham 4-12 on the year. As we get ready to start off, and for Attleboro taking the first face-off, as my program wants to fly away, will be number 17, Noah Weatherford. 84 face-off wins on the season. Again, both of Attleboro's face-off specialists are freshmen. Taking the face-off for the Bellingham Blackhawks will be Zach Hughes. Attleboro in their home white, royal blue shorts, letters and trim. The Blackhawks, gray jerseys, black shorts, black numbers, black helmets, white trim. Quite a battle for the opening face-off. Still fighting for it. And this will go the Blackhawks' way. And they'll start on the official's whistle. Nice play from behind by the Bombardiers' Grady Doxey, the freshman. There it is, another one of those invisible plays that led to the turnover. And here come the Bombardiers. Jackson Maynard, the sophomore, with 7 goals and 7 assists, streaking down the right side of the field. 4 12-minute quarters, 11 and a half to go here in this first quarter. Up top, Attleboro, a ton of injuries this year. Sean Vitek, Landon Willard, their outstanding goalie, Matt McAuliffe. This is just his 3rd game of the season. Landon Vieira banged up as well early on in the year. Vieira had 25 goals and 18 assists last year, accounting for 1/3 of Attleboro's goals, and he only played 9 games. Attleboro maintains possession inside 11 minutes to go, first quarter. Bright day here at Tozer Cassidy Field, with the sun shimmering off the turf. Long sidearm shot. We'll give credit for the first save of the game for Bellingham's Will Landrigan in goal. Here come the Bombardiers, 10:42 to go, first quarter. Up top to Maynard. It's the cutter, spinning out, that's number 4, Jack Crisafulli. Jack didn't play as a sophomore. Great to have him back in the program this year as a junior. Landon Vieira up top now. Behind the net. And we have a whistle. Oh, we have some equipment on the field. A shoe on the field. And again, tough to read the Bellingham numbers from distance. That's number 13. Midfielder Braden Jennings tracking down his footwear. Attleboro scores the goal to number 21. Jamison Connor. First goal of the day, 13th goal of the season, 20th point of the year. That goal comes with 10:11 to go in the first quarter. Anyone see who had that assist? Landon Vieira with the assist. We think. If Landon had that assist, that would be his 17th of the year, 54 point. Again, Landon leads the club with 37 goals, now 17 assists. There is it. And again, Bellingham has controlled the first 2 face-offs at the X. We're inside 10 minutes to go, and here comes a Blackhawks possession. Hard, low shot. Matt McAuliffe with the save. I believe Kyle Connors fired that shot. 1-0 Bombardiers, although the scoreboard still says 0-0. Charging through the middle. And now the Bombardiers will reset. There's Landon Vieira up top. Landon unsure of his plans after graduation so far. Sidearm shot goes wide of the net, but the Bombardiers maintain possession as freshman Jason Connor was closest to it. Senior day for the Bombardiers, just 3 seniors on the roster. The captains Landon Vieira and Aiden Ross. And where's Mr. Santos? And Joey Santos, who wears number 12. He's really come on in the second half of the season as well. Joey also a hockey player. Here comes Vieira. Gets a nice pick from Beckett Stone. Here comes Beckett Stone, speaking of outstanding hockey players. That shot is high, but Attleboro maintains possession with 8:50 to go in the first quarter. Number 20 for the Bombardiers is Cole Scarab. Sophomore 2-sport athlete here. Hockey and lacrosse. Vieira to Gavin Bradshaw, the junior Gavin Bradshaw, 15 goals, and he scores! Vieira's second assist, and Gavin Bradshaw with the goal, his 16th of the season. He now has 20 points on the year. So Landon Vieira, distributor early on in this game. 8:35 to go. First quarter, 2-0 Bombardiers. Let me mark that goal down. Bradshaw. So Landon Vieira playing a little point guard. Noah Weatherford gets ready to take the face-off against Zach Hughes. And Hughes has looked good at the X so far. But this one, Attleboro's first face-off win by Weatherford. Quickly into the offense, and a score behind the back. Weatherford with the assist, and Jamison Connor with his second goal. A behind-the-head shot. So the freshmen combine. Weatherford 2, Connor. And the Bombardiers lead 3-0. Again, brutal schedule for the Bellingham Blackhawks. Their 4th game in 5 days. And it's been hot, darn hot the last few days. Cooler weather finally coming tonight. Weatherford against Hughes. Hughes goes to the ground, but Landon Vieira picks up the ground ball. Each team has now won 2 faceoffs. Good back-checking work there by Bellingham, I believe by Kylie. Attleboro on the left side of the net. Rolling in front. Pass tipped away. Attleboro will maintain possession. And that was another nice play by midfielder Stan Kiley, number 20 in the gray, as Landon Vieira tracks down the ball on the track. 7:56 to go, first quarter, 3-0 Bombardiers. Team has really come together late in the season. Jim Black in his 3rd year. He played at Hendricken and then at Dean College. He was a goaltender back in the day. So, you know, his parents failed miserably. Sorry, Jim, only kidding. But building a program here at Attleboro, and again, early part of this season, tough time catching breaks. Driving to the net was number 11, Beckett Stone. Scoops up the ground ball. Beckett with 9 goals, 14 assists on the year, 23 points. And again, he spent half his time playing goaltender this year while McAuliffe was injured. Samuel Haroon, the junior, also saw time between the pipes, and then he went down with an injury. Landon Vieira dodges. Oh, great pass, but the shot is wide by Cole Scarab. Good job by the Bellingham back line, as Cole couldn't really get a lot on that ball. Attleboro maintains possession after tracking it down. 6:55 to go, first quarter. Please send positive thoughts out to Kevin Patton, former Attleboro girls and boys head lacrosse coach here at Attleboro, my color commentator. This would have been his 3rd year. Long pass, trying to connect to Kyle Connors. That's on the ground. Call goes against the Bombardiers. Blackhawks maintain possession. Kevin's had a bunch of health issues this fall and could use your positive thoughts. There's some good speed through the middle. Long sidearm shot. Saved by McAuliffe off the shaft of his stick as that ball bounces out to midfield. That's Matt's 2nd save. Matt McAuliffe, another freshman. Yeah, Beckett Stone played goal in 7 games. Stopped 54% of the shots he faced. And Sam Haroon played goal in 6 games. Stone made 118 saves, Haroon 57 saves. Double teamed, finding the open man. Up shot and save by the Bellingham goaltender, Will Landrigan, his 2nd. Looking for a long pass over midfield. Great job by number 8, Captain Charlie Parker, to control that ball. He's being marked by Chris Afuli. Baker spins to the right. Aggressively played by Chris Afuli. Down to the right. Behind the net, I believe that's Eddie Savage. And there's Kyle Connors. Kyle being marked by the long stick of Jabril Ishmael. Good work by Jabril moving his feet, helped out by Chris Afuli. And Jabril Ishmael. Talk about a player the coaches love to coach here at Attleboro. There's a turnover, scooped up by Matt McAuliffe. Tries to start the fast break. Here comes Jackson Maynard, the sophomore. Maynard all the way down the right, being marked by Stan Kiley. Inside 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Pass to the cutter. Goal! And the goal by Landon Vieira, second behind the head goal. And I'm trying to see who made that assist from behind the net. It's a number in the 20s. So Vieira with the goal. His first, he now has 3 points. And on the assist was number 21, Jamison Connor. So Connor now with 2 goals and an assist. So he and Vieira each have 3 points. And the Bombardiers lead 4-0. So Landon Vieira's had a hand in 3 of Attleboro's 4 goals, as has freshman Jamison Connor. 4-0 Bombardiers. 4:42 to go. Bombardiers win the draw. They now have a 3-2 edge at the X. Bellingham Blackhawks from the Tri-Valley League. I believe ranked 20th right now in Division 4. Attleboro ranked 34th in Division 1. They've got games left, 1 game left against Sharon on Friday at Sharon. And they have to try to pull that one off, which would be a bit of an upset to try to secure a playoff spot. Approaching 4 minutes to go. Shot doesn't get through. Good defensive work by the Blackhawks. Grady Doxey with that shot, and he scoops up the ground ball. Gets it back to Beckett Stone. Dodges, low shot, wide of the net. Attleboro maintains possession. That back line for Bellingham, the defenders, not big, but they move their feet well. 23 is Captain Max Henschy. 10 is Tyler Enright. 6 is Eric Todd. He's a captain as well. 3:35 to go. There's Grady Doxey. Extremely high lacrosse IQ. Up top, dodging is Beckett Stone. Cuts through 2 defenders, spins, ball's on the ground. Bellingham scoops that up. Nice play by number 20, Stan Kiley, to recover that ground ball. And there comes a flag. This will go against the Bombardiers. Again, scoring goals is skill in lacrosse. Recovering ground balls is will. Long shot, wide of the net from number 8, Charlie Parker. And this call goes against. And again, on the far side of the field, this is going to be Beckett Stone serving the penalty, and I think it's going to be of the 1-minute variety. Slash, as the officials are explaining the call to Coach Jim Black, the junior. He's assisted by Hunter Andruzzi, Nick Arnold, and J.P. Gay is the other assistant coach, probably the greatest face-off specialist in Attleboro lacrosse history. Again, when I become benevolent czar, if Team A scores a goal, Team B gets the ball behind their net, and let's get on with our lives. No more face-offs after every goal, but Coach Jim Black and other lacrosse purists hate when I say that. If I was a lacrosse coach, whoever was taking my face-offs, I'd make sure they ate as many onions before the game as possible. Shot from behind the net, score! The goal goes to number 8, Charlie Baker, on a man-up situation. Let's see who had that assist from behind the net, if I can read that number. His stick's in front of it right now with 2:23 to go in the first quarter. Bellingham scores to make it 4-1. And the assist goes to number 20, Stan Kiley. Goal scored by Charlie Baker. So Kiley with the assist. Here comes our 6th face-off of the game. Attleboro's won 3. Bellingham won the first 2. Weatherford wins that. The Bombardiers have won 4 straight. Nice pass to the left, down low. Attleboro down a man. Ball goes down. Who's going to scoop this up? Good shoulder-to-shoulder contact on the far side. And Attleboro maintains possession. Still down a man. Pass up top, over the head Offsides on the Bombardiers. And the Blackhawks will start out. Charlie Baker with 2:10 to go. First quarter, man up for Bellingham. Attleboro kind of playing a 2-3 zone look. Right in front of the goaltender is number 12, Joey Santos, here on senior day. Underhand shot, save, Matt McAuliffe. And that's Matt's third save. Again, this is his fourth game back from a shattered thumb injury or broken thumb injury, stopping more than 56% of the shots he's facing. That ball's out of bounds. I believe that'll go back to Bellingham. 1:36 to go. And this is going to be a long trek for Bellingham's Zach Hughes to scoop up that ball. The blue lines here on Tozer Cassidy Field on the Lacrosse lines. Long pass. Broken up by Jackson Diesso, the long stick midfielder. But Bellingham gets it back, controlling the ground ball. 1:22 to go. Blackhawks still a man up. Cross pass, bounce shot, save, McAuliffe. As McAuliffe denies Kyle Connors. 4 saves now for Matt McAuliffe. Want to say hi to his big sister, Peyton McAuliffe, who is a 3-year starter in goal for the Attleboro girls team. She's now playing club lacrosse at High Point College or High Point University in North Carolina. The third McAuliffe child, obviously smarter than the older two, was playing attack in his young lacrosse career. Another low shot blocked by the Attleboro defense, does not get through. That was Baker again with that shot. Inside 56 seconds to go. And the Blackhawks still a man up. Bounce shot wide of the net. Good defensive job by Zach Lavalley, the sophomore. Number 29, getting his second varsity start. Another player who's really come on late in the season here for the Bombardiers. Low pass. Gets away up top towards midfield. 6 players battling for it. Attleboro comes up with possession. I think Bellingham might have had a player offside. Scariff starts it. Who's this down the left wing? Taking it behind the net. Back up top. Ball was tipped away. Who's that for Bellingham? That was a nice play by Bellingham's number 23, Max Henschy. Landon Vieira, nice dodge. And scores! An unassisted goal for Landon Vieira to make it 5-1. Short-handed. So Landon Vieira, an unassisted, short-handed goal. That's his second goal, 4th point of the day. He's now got 57 points on the year, and I believe 175 in his career. 14 seconds to go, first quarter. Cooper Lynx will take this, number 13, another freshman. He won 7 of 13 draws against OA in that 15-12 victory. And he's now passed more than 100 face-off wins for his rookie season. And he wins it, and again, not a face-off get-off, but a faux-so, face-off, stay on, which will be required when I'm benevolent, sorry, if you're going to keep the face-offs. Buzzer goes off before Attleboro can get the shot off. Bombardiers lead 5-1. Unofficially, 2 goals, 2 assists for Landon Vieira, the senior captain. An assist for freshman Noah Weatherford. Freshman Jamison Connor with 2 goals and a helper, and Gavin Bradshaw Jr. with his 16th goal of the year. Bellingham's goal, Stan Kiley the assist. Charlie Baker found the back of the net. 2 saves for Bellingham's goalie, Will Landrigan. 4 saves for Attleboro's Matt McAuliffe. We'll be back on AACS 96 Sports and the AACS YouTube channel.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com. Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. I'm Paul Healy. Noah Jones is on camera. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, pinch hitting on graphics. If you're watching on the AACS YouTube channel and enjoying the broadcast, please feel free to hit that like button. That pleases our underwriters. You can also leave a comment. If it's a positive comment, start typing now. If it's a negative comment, please count to at least 10. You can also subscribe to keep up with all of the Attleboro Blue Bombardier sports. And Attleboro still shorthanded. So that was a more than a 2-minute penalty called against Beckett Stone for that slash early on. Attleboro starts with the ball on the offensive end as the teams have switch ends. Here's Jackson Maynard, the sophomore with 14 points on the year. Shoots, scores! Unassisted goal for Maynard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Attleboro's back at full strength. So Jackson Maynard, the sophomore, that's his 8th goal of the year to go with 7 assists. And the Bombardiers lead 6-1 with 11:48 to go in the second quarter. So that's one change they've made on the face-off rule. Whoever has possession at the end of the first quarter keeps the ball to start the second. Same applies into the third and fourth. Braden Jennings, the long stick midfielder for Bellingham. Hughes battling it out with Connor Lynx. Lynx wins that. Attleboro with 6 face-off win. Lynx scores! A give and go, I believe, with Grady Doxey. Right off the face-off, the give and go to Cooper Lynx. Cooper with the goal. The old-fashioned give and go, the best play in field sports. Or court or ice sports as well. 7-1 Bombardiers with 11:39 to go. So 2 goals in 9 seconds for Attleboro. Bellingham won the first 2 draws. Attleboro's won the next 6. Hughes battling Lynx. Pops out. Knocked around by Braden Jennings. Bombardiers come away with it. Jack Crisafulli. So now a 7-2 edge at the X. Heading off is Weatherford. That was Weatherford who won that, not Cooper. Sorry. Coming on was number 11, Beckett Stone, who should be fresh after a lengthy visit to the sin bin, where, if you're a fan of the movie Slapshot, you know he felt shame. 11 minutes to go in the half. Hesitates. Gets it to the left to Crisafulli. Behind the net. Back to Crisafulli. He'll rotate up top, marked by Jennings. Low pass, fielded by Grady Doxey. Beckett Stone dodging up top. Ooh, just misses connecting with Landon Vieira. Can he keep it in? Yes. Vieira now with 39 goals, 18 assists on the season. Spins, fires from distance. Nice save by Will Landrigan, his third. And a Yellow Jacket just joined us here in the press box, along with a blazing sun. There's the goaltender Landrigan with the ball. I want to thank Will Landrigan. He and one of his teammates helped me out with the Bellingham program before the game, which had to be completely handwritten. And good work going after that ground ball and drawing a penalty. Whoops, sorry. The penalty was against Bellingham. Attleboro maintains possession. Landon Vieira gets a nice pick. Sidearm shot wide of the net. Closest to it is Jamison Connor. 9:44 to go, first half. And we get a timeout on the field. With 9:44 to go in the first half, Attleboro 7, Bellingham 1 on AACS 96 Sports.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688. W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. Bellingham this year with wins over Norton 16-5, Medway, the Mustangs 13-8. They beat the Dedham Marauders 11-4, and just yesterday beat the Norton Lancers for a second time this season, 8-3. To show you their improvement against an outstanding Milford High School team when they first played Milford. And again, Milford, 14-4 overall, tied with KP at 9-2 atop the Kelly Rex division of the Hockomock League. The first time Bellingham played Milford, Milford beat them 14-2. The second time they played, it was a much more competitive 18-7 game. So Coach Lewis has the Blackhawks heading in the right direction, and here they come now. That's number 20, Kylie. Good hard pass. Shot. I believe that bounced over the net. I think McAuliffe indicating it tipped off the stick. So Bellingham maintains possession. Back to Stan Kylie. I think his older brother is also a captain who's injured. There's number 17, Zach Hughes. Also a Foso, face-off, stay on. Hard shot from a tough angle. Wide of the net, Bellingham maintains possession. 9:10 to go, first half. Behind the net. That's Kylie. I think I just heard my phone beep, but I don't have time for that. Save by Matt McAuliffe. Another low underhand shot. McAuliffe, a sidearm pass to Jabril Ismail. And this call goes Attleboro's way. So 6 saves for Matt McAuliffe. And Coach Black thinks that Matt, again, just a freshman, he could be a legitimate D1 prospect. Nice move by Joey Santos on senior day to split the defenders. And there's number 2, Diesso, Jackson Diesso, the long stick midi. Heading off is number 12, Santos, who's coming on. We'll see. Behind the net to Connor. Connor trying to create space. Good work defensively by number 23, Max Henschy, and who's that other player? I believe number 10, Tyler Enright. As Jamison Connor lost a glove. Bombardiers will start with Grady Doxey. Always a good place to have the ball in his basket. Passes. Oh, what a pass! In front, shooting and scoring. Doxey. Doxey's second assist. The goal by Jamison Connor, who now has a hat trick and an assist. Beautiful catch of a high pass. And then patiently took his time in front of the goaltender, Landrigan. Was able to fake left and shoot to his right to find the back of the net. 8-1 Bombardiers with 7:56 to go in the first half. And that was Doxey's second assist. And Connor with a hat trick, 4 points overall. So Jamison Connor now with 15 goals, 8 assists on the season. Hughes wins this face-off against Cooper Lynx. That's the third face-off win for Hughes. But Attleboro comes away with a ground ball. Nice play, Aiden Ross, one of the senior captains heading to Bryant. Another kid who couldn't get into Bridgewater, obviously. My alma mater. First scrum half in the history of Bridgewater State College rugby in the fall of '79. We even knew some of the rules. And padding his stats with a nice ground ball pickup is Gavin Bradshaw. He's got a goal today, 16 on the year. Gavin Bradshaw, good defensive work by Kylie. Boy, Kylie's been active today. Bradshaw to the left, bounce shot over the net. Good work by Gavin Bradshaw, the junior, to find space through the middle there. Here's Beckett Stone. Inside 7 minutes to go, first half. Beckett reverse spins, comes back the other way. Shot is wide. Good defensive work there by Eric Todd, number 6 in the gray. Also close by was number 13, Braden Jennings, the long stick midi. There's Beckett Stone behind the net. Gets a pick. Sidearm shot wide of the net by Jack Crisafulli. Attleboro maintains possession with 6:28 to go in the half. And it's hot out there, darn hard. 92 degrees. There is a nice breeze, but 92 degrees is 92 degrees. And trust me, on the techno turf with the billions and billions of black rubber bits, it's a lot hotter than 92. Bounce shot scores! Grady Doxey with the goal. And I missed the assist on that one. So Grady Doxey involved in the last 3 Attleboro goals, 2 assists, and that time he finishes with 6:16 to go. And it's a 9-1 Bombardier lead. Apologies, Bombardier fans, missed the assist. Joey Santos in at midfield here on senior day. He'll be joined by Drew Bissett, number 3. Drew Bissett, 3-sport athlete, football, hockey, and lacrosse. And I believe this is Noah Weatherford taking the draw. All 6 middies involved. Pops in the air, into the basket of Noah Weatherford. Attleboro now with an 8-3 edge at the X. And again, the face-offs after every goal. If you don't have a dominant face-off specialist, it makes it so hard to come back in lacrosse. Shot, score! Jackson Maynard with his second goal, and I think that's another assist for Landon Vieira. So again, this is Bellingham's 4th game in 5 days. And that fatigue might be catching up with him. So 8 and 16. 2 goals in 24 seconds for the Bombardiers to make it 10-1. So Landon Vieira now with 2 goals, 5 assists. Jackson Maynard with the sophomore with 2 goals. And face-off win for Cooper Lynx. Attleboro now 9-3 edge at the X. Lynx stays on down the right. Picked up by Eric Todd. Trying to go into the middle. Scooping the ball up, maintaining possession. Reverse spin. That's number 20, Cole Scarab. Ball's finally knocked free. Vieira comes up with a ground ball. Landon Vieira. Goals are skill, ground balls are will. Vieira gets the ball knocked away. Nice work by Eric Todd of the Blackhawks. 5:15 to go. Reverse spin, shooting, scoring! And what number is that? Who had that goal? That's number 21. Connor, Jamison Connor with his 4th goal. So freshman Jamison Connor, 4 goals and an assist now. 11-1. Again, the press box here faces west, so when the sun starts to drop in the sky, right in our eyes, even with a big bill on my hat, still missed who had that assist. Another face-off win. Bombardiers now a 10-3 edge at the X. They've won 9 of the last 10 face-offs. 5 minutes to go, first half. Nice spin move by Connor, who's with his four goals and an assist, playing some very confident lacrosse today. Up top, number 17, Weatherford. DSO will head off as the long stick midi, and Beckett Stone comes on. Beckett, a great skater. Pass, scores! Beckett Stone with the assist. And Grady Doxey with his 2nd goal, 4th point. So Beckett Stone who had a goal and 3 assists against OA with the helper there. Darn that short-term memory loss. Who did I say scored that goal? Yeah. 21? Thank you. Was that Connor again? Oh, Brady Doxey, thank you very much. Thank you. 12-1 Bombardiers. And there's another timeout on the pitch with 4:33 to go in the first half. We'll be right back.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. Paul Healy with you. Please send your best wishes to Kevin Patton. Hope he gets well soon. Noah Jones is on camera. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, pinch hitting on graphics. Joe Kiley, number 3, is now a long stick midfielder for Bellingham. Chris Afuli out there for the Bombardiers, along with Jackson Diesso as a long stick midi. Attleboro wins the draw behind the net. And a whistle blows before Cooper Lynx found the back of the net as the pass originally hit him in the face-off, and then in the face, a mask, and then I believe there was a crease violation. That pass is high, scooping up the ground ball. Connor Ross, another freshman for the Bombardiers. I believe the Bombardiers, 7 freshmen, 6 sophomores on the varsity roster, or thereabouts. Here's Landon Vieira, senior captain, 4-year starter, at or near 175 career points. Sidearm blast, whistle blows just before he shot. Oh, and Coach Black called timeout right before Landon Vieira fired that ball. Again, with the 12-1 lead, if he thinks his team is playing, I was going to say lazy lacrosse, but that's not the right word. Not playing fundamentally sound lacrosse, he will not hesitate to call timeout, and that cost Landon Vieira a goal. So Attleboro leads 12-1, 3:46 to go in the half. We will be right back.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com. Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports. I don't know what year it was, but I graduated from Westboro High in 76. My big brother John was a 1971 graduate of Westboro High, and his football teammate and best friend to this day, Brian Newark, was the first Bellingham boys lacrosse coach years ago. Bellingham was starting the program, and if I remember correctly, the gentleman who had committed to coaching the team had to pull out 3 or 4 weeks before the season. Brian was given the gig, even though he had never, I'm not sure if he'd seen a lacrosse game, never mind played one. And then Coach Linehan had a long run at Bellingham. Bellingham lacrosse fans still think of him proudly. Diesso with a stick. A shot from the long midfielder stick. Closest to it was Scarab, so Attleboro will maintain possession. Here comes Cole. Good work by Grady Doxey. Again, Coach Black pointing out Grady is the kind of kid who does so many things right in the lacrosse field that don't show up on the stats, and Grady didn't have the ball there. I was wrong. Sorry. So who's got the ball on the right side in front of Attleboro's bench? Now approaching, that's Beckett Stone. Dodging, inside, shooting, wide of the net on a bounce shot. Attleboro maintains possession. Linehan doesn't get credit. Landrigan does not get credit for a save there as the shot was wide, but good job by Will Landrigan to hold his ground. Because that was an effective fake by Beckett Stone, and Landrigan did not bite. That's Doxey. To number 16 for the Bombardiers. There's Federico Cavallini. Federico, another freshman. His big sister was a 3-year lacrosse star here at Attleboro, and she's playing collegiately. There's a turnover. Connor Ross, but Attleboro was offside. Too many men on the offensive side of the field. Oh, I can't remember. Where is Federico Cavallini's sister going to college? Boy, was she a dynamic girls lacrosse player. Good work on the far side. Ball's knocked loose. I believe that was number 14, Spencer Nicholson. Bellingham will maintain possession with 2:26 to go. And again, the scoreboard says 12-1. Jim Black, he's still coaching like it's 1-1. Maintaining your intensity. Play the game right at all times and don't bother showing up. Oh, a pass in front. See if they call that a pass or a shot. They did call that a pass. And that's going to be a turnover. Attleboro will get the ball back with 2:10 to go. Chris Foley will start for the Bombardiers. And who's that player for Bellingham hustling? That's number 12 for Bellingham, Jackson Sigmars, who's heading off the field. Chris Foley with a nice move. Turnover, nice play. Good physical lacrosse by Eddie Sauvaget for Bellingham to cause the turnover. Blackhawks still playing hard. There goes Sauvaget against Aiden Ross. Up top, there's a flag down. Ball goes all the way to midfield. And we'll see what this call is. Again, before the pandemic, teams used to sit on this side of the field. During the pandemic, they realized if they're on the far side of the field, which they had to sit over there because to be away from the stands, but they realized on that side of the field, unlike us in the press box, they don't have to stare into the sun all game long. But it makes it much tougher to keep track of the calls. That went against Attleboro. I have no idea what the call was. Here comes Jackson Sinkmars again. Turns to get some instructions from Coach Dave Lewis, one of the good guys. That's number 14, Spence Nicholson. As on a day this hot, you got to go deep into your bench. Bounce pass, low shot, wide of the net. And the Blackhawks maintain possession with 1:15 to go. I believe that's Stan Kiley with the ball. Left side, ball down. Good job scooping up the ground ball, dodging. Sidearm shot, and a goal. Outstanding goal for number 11, Kyle Connors. And I believe the assist goes to Kiley, his second. So that's number 20 with the assist to number 11, Captain Kyle Connors, to make it 12-2 with 1:04 to go in the first half. And this will be Noah Weatherford against Zach Hughes. Gavin Bradshaw in the midfield now for the Bombardiers, and I think Jabril Ismail. Nope, that's number 2, Jackson Diesso, long stick midi. Attleboro initially won that. Diesso comes in to help out. Nice play from behind by Gavin Bradshaw. Ball still loose. And who's going to get possession here? Bellingham gets possession, so we'll give them credit for their fourth face-off win. Just 44 seconds to go in the first half. 12-2 Bombardiers. Chris Foley on defense. Bounce shot over the net out of the basket of Stan Kiley, who's assisted on both Bellingham goals. 31 seconds to go. You can see behind the player there, fans standing in the shade. Good defensive work by number 30, John Santaniello. There we go. Got it the third time. Number 30 in the white. Rolling to the net with some momentum. Low blast and scoring. Number 11, Kyle Connors with his second goal. That time I missed the assist. Sorry, Blackhawk fans. But that's 2 goals in 58 seconds. For Bellingham, it's now 12-3. Beautiful bounce shot by Kyle Connors, his second goal. Bradshaw comes back into the midfield, along with Jackson Diesso with a long stick. Hughes flips the ball up, and scooping up is Cooper Lynx for Attleboro's 12th face-off win of the first half. 4 for Bellingham, unofficially. Attleboro leads 12-3 for Bellingham. Charlie Baker with a goal. 2 goals for Kyle Connors. Stan Kiley with 2 Bellingham assists. And I missed a Bellingham assist in there. For the Bombardiers, Jackson Maynard, the sophomore, with 2 goals. Beckett Stone with a helper. Cooper Lynx with a goal on a great give-and-go play. Landon Vieira, 2 goals, 3 assists to give him 39 goals, 19 assists on the season. Noah Weatherford with a helper. Jamison Connor, the freshman, with 4 goals and an assist. Gavin Bradshaw with a goal. Grady Doxey, 2 goals and 2 helpers. And I missed 2 assists for the Bombardiers. We're at halftime. We'll be back in about 9 minutes with second half action on AACS 15 Sports.
Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688. W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports and the AACS YouTube channel. And Tozer Cassidy Field here on the campus of Attleboro High School as we get ready for second half action. Attleboro with a 12-3 edge over the Bellingham Blackhawks. As Coach Dave Lewis building the program in Bellingham. He played his high school sports at Roxbury Latin and played collegiately at UMass. He was telling me about the one summer he was living down in the Cape, working out every single day, got himself in the best shape of his life. Thought he was going to be a starting attack player, and then was his name Spooner? A legendary UMass player came into the program who to this day is still the all-time record holder in oodles of categories in UMass lacrosse. Kind of like my senior year in baseball, where I thought I was going to be the starting third baseman for Westboro High. Got beat out by sophomore Dickie Cornell, only because he hit better than me, threw better than me, more power than I had. I was faster. So instead of starting at third base, I was the third base coach, and it was because of my third base coaching that we started off 15-0 that year. So you get beat out for a starting position, and you can't even complain because your team starts out 15-0. So Coach Dave Lewis, I've been there. Face-off to start the second half. Attleboro had a 12-4 edge in the first. Write that down. And who's got this? Bellingham comes away with the first draw of the second half. Unofficially, Matt McAuliffe, 6 saves for the Bombardiers in the first half, 3 saves for Will Landrigan. But Will also made some outstanding plays where he didn't get credit for a save. Long pass from the goaltender McAuliffe to Jack Crisafulli on the dead run. Crisafulli being marked by number 5, Tommy Shannon. Where's the ball? There it is. Ooh, sun getting even lower in the sky. Tough to see. Cole Scarab with the ball, fighting for a ground ball. That's kind of a unforced error that will not please Coach Black. Nice move. Jamison Connor to Scarab to Beckett Stone. Beckett Stone working against, I believe, Chase Goodwin. Oh, what a pass. Beckett Stone with a gorgeous pass to Jamison Connor for Jamison's 5th goal of the game. And Beckett Stone's 2nd assist after a goal and 3 assists against OA. So Beckett Stone now with 25 points on the year, 2nd on the team. And Jamison Connor, he had 12 goals all season coming into this game. He now has 17 goals. 17 goals and 8 assists. So for the Bombardiers, they now lead 13-3 on a beautiful Beckett Stone feed to Connor Jamison. Have my head down. Attleboro wins that draw. They now have a 13-5 edge at the X. Forced out of bounds by number 17, Zach Hughes. Attleboro maintains possession. Cooper Links keeps the ball. Right side, behind the net. I believe that's Connor. To the cutter. Trying to go behind his neck with was Jackson Diesso, the long stick midi, and the ball fell out of his basket. Nice play by the goaltender, Will Landrigan, who intercepted the pass in front, but I'm not sure why. Ball coming back to Attleboro. This is where we miss Kevin Patton, our color commentator, former boys and girls head coach here at Lacrosse at Attleboro. Landon Vieira up top, 4-year starter. Last year, Landon, 25 goals and 18 assists in just 9 games. Missed the second half of the season due to injury. Fires a bullet and scores! Landon Vieira now has a hat trick in this game. 3 goals. He also has 3 assists. Attleboro leads 14-3. So Vieira now up to 40 goals this season and 19 assists. 59 points. Over 175, close to 180. Don't have the exact number, my apologies, but close to 180 points in his career. With a game against Sharon coming up, with about 6 quarters of high school lacrosse left to play, unless Attleboro can sneak into the playoffs. Good job by Weatherford, wins another face-off. Pass to Droxy. Back to Doxy. Up top to Jackson Diesso. Cutter down low. Pass fails to connect. Scooping up the ground ball, Noah Weatherford. Noah Weatherford. Cooper Lynx. Matt McAuliffe, the goalie, and one other freshman all play club lacrosse together. There's Weatherford. 9:15 to go for third quarter. Attleboro had possession almost all quarter. Which is why, gosh, I don't like the face-off rule after every goal, but oh well. Spinning in front, falling, trying to bounce it towards the net was Joey Santos trying to score on senior day. Ball goes wide of the net. Again, another situation where Landrigan doesn't get credit for a save, but outstanding positioning. Gave Santos nothing to shoot at. Shot went wide. And a cloud bank coming in. And if the clouds promises keep the not to rain, I hope they roll right in. Make it easier to see and a lot easier on our cameraman, Noah Jones. Jack Crisafulli. Back to Beckett Stone. Approaching 8.5 to play in the third quarter. Beckett being marked by number 10, Tyler Enright. Nice move, dodges left. Down low. Aggressive play by Will Landrigan. In goal to force the shooter away. That caught Attleboro's attack man by surprise. Ball is loose. Tipping the ground ball, trying to scoop it up. Coming away with it, Grady Doxy. Again, we talked about his lacrosse IQ in the right place again. Coach Black talks about how many things Grady does that don't show up in the stats. Pass to Crisafulli. Nice play initially defensively by Bellingham's number 5, Tommy Shannon. Caused that ground ball. Long, low shot, wide of the net by Jack Crisafulli. Attleboro maintains possession. Number 10 out there for the Bombardiers, sophomore Michael Mooney. Boy, the clouds have just blocked out the sun, and it feels like the temperature dropped 10 degrees, which is going to please everyone here. I think that's Doxy. Being marked by I'm not sure whom. Grady Doxy rolling. He's being marked by number 5, Tommy Shannon. Pass, reverse spin. Taking it behind the net is Jamison Connor, who's got 5 goals and a helper today. Rolling in front, Beckett Stone. Forced out. Dodges. Shots wide of the net. Ooh. Wow, they say that. The official is much closer than I am, but gosh, it looked like Max Henchy was closer to that. What do I know? 7 minutes to go. Attleboro still in possession. They've had possession almost the entire quarter. Up top to Doxy. Doxy being marked by Shannon. Charges toward the net on the right. Quick pass up top. Crisafulli shot. Save by Will Landrigan, 4th. Attleboro with the ball. 6:35 to go third quarter. Pass is too high for the cutter. Ground ball rolling towards midfield. Crisafulli battling Brandon Jennings for that ball. Ooh, there's a big hit, and there's a flag. It's going to go against Bellingham. Batting for the ball, Cole Scarab. And number 10 for Bellingham, Tyler Enright. And this call's going to go against, I believe, Max Henchy. And there's another flag. I'm sorry, not Max Henchy, number 13, Brandon Jennings, 13, not 23. And then there might be an unsportsmanlike packed on top of that. Well, from a Bellingham perspective, as Tommy Boy Callahan might say, could have done without that. So again, I'm looking at the official's back as he's giving the signals, which I used to rely on Kevin Patton to decode for me. So Blackhawks are going to be short-handed for a while here. Is that 2 players in the sin bin? Okay, no, just the other player.
Let's go, defense!
So Bellingham, a man down, but with the ball, will try to burn some clock. 6:05 to go, 14-3, Attleboro. Just 2 goals scored in this quarter, both by the Blue Bombardiers. Good defensive work by Joey Santos. Attleboro ball. Santos causing the turnover on senior day. Matt McAuliffe, the outstanding goalie. Gets it to Drew Bissett. Bissett fakes the pass, looking for Jabril Ismail, one of the easiest kids in the world to coach. And there's an unforced error. High pass by the Bombardiers. Ball goes back to Bellingham. 5:45. And now Coach Black yelling, man up, wanted to double team the ball. And that pressure leads to a turnover. Here comes Aiden Ross. And why does everything sound different on my headset now? Aiden Ross bringing the defense into the offense. Down on the right. Shoots from a tough angle. Save by Landrigan, his 5th. Ross gets the ground ball, fires a bullet pass to, I believe, Connor. His pass is too high. Turnover, Bombardiers, little bit sloppy here in the 3rd quarter. Number 7 in the white, Jabril Ismail, like his older brother. 2 of the easiest kids to coach in the world, and whatever sport they play, their head coach mentioned you never have to say something twice to one of the Ismails. 5:05 to go. We can feel the wind picking up here at Tozer Cassidy Field. High pass, fielded by number 14, Nicholson. He's being marked by number 29, Zach Lavalley. Behind the net, good work, Crisafulli. Nice dodge for Bellingham. Can't read the number yet. Ball's loose. That was Stan Kiley. And that leads to the turnover as Crisafulli working with Lavalley. Ground ball, picking it up is Diesso, flicking it forward. Gets it now, scoops up the ground ball. Diesso with a bounce shot. 6th save of the game for Will Landrigan. 4:28 to go. And they told us before the game that the rain would stay north of us, but those are threatening clouds. Off the post by Diesso, and we got another flag down. As the man-up situation is over for the Bombardiers, Blackhawks back at full strength. Crisafulli comes up with the ground ball with the help of Cole Scarab. And who's this call go against? Well, I believe there's a timeout on the field with 4:12 to go. We'll try to dissect this when we get back. First half ended 12-3, Attleboro with 4:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Now 14-3 Bombardiers. We will be right back.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports and the AACS YouTube channel. I'm Paul Healy along with Noah Jones on camera. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, running our graphics. I want to thank Cooper Link's dad, who does film work for Coach Jim Black. He informed me that Aiden Ross, Attleboro's senior captain defender, headed to Bryant University, did score a goal this season on an end-to-end rush against Franklin back on May 6th. So he was looking for his second, and he can really feel the wind picking up here. Attleboro will start with the ball. Vieira, Doxey, Scarab, Jamison Connor. Who's that? Crisafulli back to Vieira. And by the way, Attleboro did not have a man-up situation. Both teams were penalized, so each team was a man down earlier this quarter. Bounce pass fielded by Grady Doxey, the freshman with 2 goals and 2 helpers today. Vieira up top. And Attleboro, now the man-up situation ends, as coming from the sin bin is the Bellingham player. In front! Oh, what a save! That was Landry again. That might have been his best save of the game, his 7th. And once again, the call goes Attleboro's way. 3:28 to go. That's Connor. Ball is free. Fielded by Bellingham coach Dave Lewis. And that's another turnover. Sloppy third quarter for the Bombardiers. Streaking down the right side of the field go the Bellingham Blackhawks. Aiden Ross trying to knock the ball away. Trying to see who that player is for Bellingham. Good work from behind by D'Esso. Out of bounds. And whose ball is this going to be? Attleboro ball. And is Vieira in the sin bin right now? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Attleboro, a man down. Behind the net. Back to Kyle Connors, who's got a couple of goals. Shot goes well wide because of the defense of Drew Bissett and Jabril Ishmael. 2:49 to go in the third quarter. Pass out front directly to Charlie Baker, who's got a goal. Risky pass. Ground ball. Scooping it up is Baker. Baker with a great pass. Baker with the assist. And the goal to number 20, Stan Kiley. So Kiley's been involved in 3 of Bellingham's 4 goals. Let's see if that counts, though. Did I just feel a raindrop? Does the goal count? Yes, it does. So Kiley with the goal, Baker with the assist. Oh, they'll play in the rain, Noah. So that makes the score 14-4 with 2:31 to go in the third quarter. Charlie Baker has a goal and a helper for Bellingham. Attleboro wins their 15th draw of the day to 5 for Bellingham. Good ball movement, bullet shot, save, Landrigan. Landrigan up to 8 saves now. And he's got the ball in his crease. Kyle Connors with 2 goals for Bellingham. Stan Kiley with a goal and 2 helpers. Save by Matt McAuliffe, his 7th of the game. Boy, with it darker here now at Tozer Cassidy Field. Tough to read the Bellingham black numbers on the gray jerseys. Driving towards the net. That's Doxey. Nice reverse spin. Good defense by number 10 for Bellingham, Enright. That shot bounces high. And I think Landrigan might have got a lower part of his stick on that. We'll give him credit for his 9th save. Spinning. Vieira tries to dodge through, loses the ball. Scooped up by Will Landrigan, the Blackhawk goalie. 1.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Long pass. And that's well out of play. Ball goes back to Attleboro. Nice catch by the man with the camera around his neck there. And then Attleboro throws the ball away. Battling for that ground ball is Connor. Also in there was Eric Todd for Bellingham, and the Blackhawks come away with it. But that pass by Shannon behind his teammate Hughes, and goes back to Attleboro with 1:02 to go. So I'm sure neither coach terribly pleased with the last minute or so of lacrosse by either team. Here's Jackson Maynard, the sophomore, with 2 goals on the year, 16 points on the season. Doxey had 2 goals and 2 assists in the 15-12 win over OA, and he's got 2 goals and 2 assists today. Behind the net, Scarab, underhand flip to Connor, to Crisafulli. And another unforced error. Wow. Starting for Bellingham will be Zach Hughes, one of their middies. Hughes comes up the left. Pass across the middle. Driving is Shannon. Pass up top. Scores! Shannon with the assist and the goal to number 8, Charlie Baker, his 2nd. And it's a 14-5 game. So Shannon, number 5, with the helper. And Baker puts it in the top left corner. 17 seconds to go. So each team has scored 2 goals here in the third quarter. Scores 14-5 Attleboro. Sorry, Noah. It's now a 9-point lead. Face-off win for the Bombardiers. They now have a 16-5 edge at the X. Here comes Crisafulli. Pass to the left. That's Doxey. And that will end the third quarter of play. For Bellingham, Shannon with an assist. Charlie Baker, one of the senior captains, with 2 goals and a helper. Kyle Connors, one of the captains, with 2 goals. Stan Kiley, a goal and 2 helpers. For the Bombardiers, Jackson Maynard, 2 goals. Beckett Stone, a couple of helpers. Cooper Lynx with a goal. Landon Vieira, 3 goals, 3 assists. Noah Weatherford with an assist. Freshman Jamison Connor, 5 goals and an assist. Gavin Bradshaw with a goal. Grady Doxey, 2 goals, 2 assists. And I've missed 2 assists for Attleboro. 14-5, 12 minutes of lacrosse to go.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports and the AACS YouTube channel. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, Please feel free to leave a comment, hit that like button. You can subscribe to keep up with all the Blue Bombardier sports. If you're enjoying the broadcast, you might enjoy my radio show, Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, Monday through Fridays, 9 a.m. till noon on 1320 WARA Radio. Up in Bellingham, you have to get it online at WARAradio.com. A radio show and a parody of saying it many times. When it's good, it's very good. When it's bad, it's utter drivel. But at least it's never average. Want to congratulate Attleboro's 3 seniors here on senior night. Joey Santos, a senior defender and midfielder. He's heading to University of New Hampshire. He'll also be part of the Army ROTC program. My brother Mike and my little sister Christine were both athletes at URI and part of their ROTC program. Aiden Ross is heading to Bryant University, hopes to play for the club team. And Landon Vieira with 3 goals, 3 assists today, over 175 points in his 4-year varsity career. Hasn't made his plans for next fall yet. And I hadn't made my plans either by May of my senior year. Ended up at Bridgewater. Battle for the ball. Scooped up by Landon Vieira. Oh, no, nice back check. For you hockey fans, a Patrice Bergeron play by Stan Kiley. Here comes Eddie Savage. He's got the ball on the right. Still has the ball, being marked by Ross. There's Connors. And that shot, in the words of Bob Uecker, just a bit wide. And do they rule that a shot or a pass? That'll be a shot. Bellingham maintains possession. Ball's to our left, up top. Yep. Ground ball scooped up by Landon Vieira. That's at least the 3rd ground ball for Landon Vieira today, at least. Behind the back pass to Doxey. Down low. Charging Vieira, shot high, and the reason that shot was high was because of the defense of number 23, Max Henchy. That's why he's one of the Blackhawks captains. You could hear that awe from the crowd. 10:38 to go. Bombardiers making a change. Federico Cavallini is in. Here comes Grady Doxey. Good dodge left. Nice pass. Cutting through the middle, Gavin Bradshaw. He's got a goal today. Back to Doxey. Spin. Left side shot. Scores! Doxey with his hat-trick goal. Gavin Bradshaw with the assist. So Grady Doxey, I said Gavin, sorry. Grady Doxey with a hat-trick. And a beautiful assist from Gavin Bradshaw. 26-28, 15-5 Bombardiers. With 10:10 to go in regulation. Again, this is Bellingham's 4th game in the last 5 days. Face-off win for the Bombardiers, that time by Cooper Lynx. Attleboro with a 17-5 edge now at the X. Wind really starting to howl now. Kind of from the upper right of your screen down to the lower left of your screen, which means directly into the press box. And there goes my program. Got it back. Boy, Attleboro has had possession of this ball almost the entire second half, with the exception of the last 2.5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Long shot. Save by Will Landrigan. And just felt another raindrop. Unofficially, 10 saves for Will. 7 saves for Attleboro's Matt McAuliffe. Good work by Aiden Ross against Enright. Ross knocks it free, but scooping up the ground ball is Kyle Connors, who has a couple of goals. We're approaching 9 minutes to go. Good defense by Ishmael. Ball is knocked loose. Scooped up by Joey Santos on senior day. Back to Jabril. Stolen by Bellingham's Tommy Shannon. Shannon brings it behind the net, being marked by Joey Santos. Good work defensively by Joey. Back up. Rolling to his right is Zach Hughes. Good defensive work by Attleboro's Michael Mooney, the sophomore, number 10. Restarting for Bellingham, Charlie Baker, 2 goals and a helper today. Nice defensive work, Jackson Maynard. Knocks the ball free. Up in the air, Maynard scoops up, and it's going back to Bellingham. Cross check across the arms, I believe, is the call. 8:18 to go. Here come the Blackhawks. Hustle has not been an issue for them today, but Attleboro's dominated possession. Good work by Hughes. Shot is wide of the net. They maintain possession. Attleboro bringing a long stick into the defense. That's number 30, John Santaniello. .753. Feels like the clouds are going to open up soon. Driving with the ball is Eddie Sauvaget. Good job defensively by Drew Bissett. And the call goes against Bellingham. Attleboro has it back. Sauvaget not wanting to give that ball up, but has to. They get it to Matt McAuliffe. McAuliffe to Maynard. Maynard gets by the tough work of Baker. Across midfield. Maynard showing some speed. Advantage to Attleboro. Back to number 16, Cavallini. Up top, there's Gavin Bradshaw. Maynard from distance. Knocked down by one of the defenders. Going after that ground ball is Scarab. 473 players battling for the ball. Scooped up by Tommy Shannon. Hasn't been the season Attleboro wanted this year. Right now they're 5-11 overall, 2-8 in the very difficult Hockomock League. But things have really started to come together the last couple of weeks. Especially offensively, we've seen so many more players handling the ball offensively. Earlier in the season, I don't know if they didn't have as much depth or didn't use as much depth, but there are far more players involved in the offense now. And his coach, Jim Black, told HockomockSports.com after the 15-12 victory of OA a couple of days ago, timeout on the field. Super proud of our group last night. Our focus has become one possession, one quarter, one game with a stretch of the final regular season games to finish out the week. We're finally running our sets cleanly and successfully together. And I think what he didn't say, but what he implied, the communication has been so much better offensively. When things broke down, they kept their movements effective and together. Outstanding first half to Attleboro today. A little bit of a sloppy third quarter with 6:47 to go. Playing better Attleboro lacrosse here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back on AACS 96 Sports.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
Welcome back to AACS 96 Sports and the AACS YouTube channel. Paul Healy along with Noah Jones on camera. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, running our graphics. Get well soon, Kevin Patton. Where's the ball? There it is up top. Doxy, right side, Vieira. You can hear the wind picking up on our field mic. There's Cameron. Connors, excuse me, Jamison Connor. 5 goals and an assist today for the freshman. Crisafulli to Gavin Bradshaw. Back to Crisafulli. Nice cross pass to Vieira. Behind the net. Back to Vieira. Double teamed in front. Oh, what a pass by Vieira. Nice save by Landrigan, his 11th. Faking the shot, spinning. That was Scarab. Quick move and Vieira up top. Distance. That ball blocked, I believe, by Eric Todd of the Blackhawks. Inside 6 minutes to go. Attleboro ball. Crisafulli. Pick from Doxy. Vieira. He'll take it up top. Congratulations, Landon Vieira. Great 4-year varsity career at Attleboro. Only played 9 games last year due to a knee injury. Was outstanding last fall for the football team. Had some ankle or Achilles issues early in the season. That slowed him down a bit, but he's had an outstanding second half. Five minutes, 10 seconds to go. Wind howling right to left as you look at your screen. Doxy being marked, I believe that's Chase Goodwin. Vieira. That Doxy? Yep. Grady Doxy, 3 goals and 2 assists today for the freshman. Again, 7 freshmen, 6 sophomores on the varsity. Whoops. Bit of an out-of-control pass. Offsides on the Bombardiers. Bellingham ball. 4:39 to go.
Let's go, defense!
Here's number 7, Eddie Savage. He's being marked by Jabril Ismail. Speaking of players who do things right that don't show up in the stat sheet. Good work by Savage. 4:20 to go. Dodge spinning, losing the ball. Good defense by Landon Vieira. Behind the neck pass as he knocked the ball away from Tommy Shannon. Crisafulli with a pass. Fails to connect. Battling for the ball, coming away with it. Cole Scarab comes up with a ground ball. Vieira, blast from distance, high and wide. We're going to get out of here quickly at the conclusion of this game. Attleboro leads 15-5. Teams have combined for only 5 goals here in the second half as it's getting dark here at Tozer Cassidy Field. Reminds you of the old George Carlin line. Forecast for tonight, dark. Getting darker through the night, getting lighter in the morning. Number 10, Michael Mooney, sophomore attack. Whoops, high pass. Crisafulli reels it in. Gets a pick from Vieira. Landon backdoor cut. Gets the pass towards the goal. Ooh, and his pass. Oh, you could tell he was trying to set up number 9, Stefan Mooney, Michael's twin brother. So there's some senior leadership by Vieira, trying to get a youngster a goal late in this game. 3:08 to go. Now the sun appearing underneath the cloud bank to our right. High pass, great reception, shot, save by McAuliffe. His 8th, I believe that shot was by Zach Hughes. Joey Santos, and the crowd wants Joey to get a goal on senior day. His dad, Steve Santos, the girls' soccer coach here at Attleboro, and according to longtime coach Peter Pereira, who's been the boys' soccer coach here since what, 1983 at Attleboro? Joey Santos' dad, Steve, 3rd greatest Attleboro goaltender in the history of the program in soccer. Joey, a hockey and lacrosse player, Shot Matt McAuliffe with another save. That shot was by Stan Kiley. That's the 9th save by McAuliffe. Still trying to get that ball to Santos. 2:10 to go. A lot of players involved again. Coming out of that was Drew Bissett. And some pushing and shoving behind the play. And someone's going to head to the sin bin, I think. 2:05 to go. Can't believe how different the weather is now than it was when we started this game. It's got to be about 15 degrees cooler. It was 92 degrees when this game started at about 5:20. So no one in the sin bin, but I'm not sure if the... And there's Coach Black talking to one of the officials. I'm not sure if the officials recommended changes be made to the lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So do we have a situation? Yeah, each team's a man down right now. So that was dueling penalties called. And we're inside the last 2 minutes. So obviously the penalties were longer than time left in the game. Uh-oh. Going down and getting up slowly for the Bombardiers. Jamison Connor. Not how you want to end this day. This freshman has had 5 goals and an assist. Oh boy, he'll limp to the sideline with help from Coach Jim Black Jr. Wow. 1:48 to go. Jackson Maynard, the sophomore, 2 goals. That gives him 9 goals, 7 assists on the year. Beckett Stone with a couple of helpers. He's the second leading scorer, 9 goals, 16 assists, 25 points on the year. Feel Mike picking up enough win there. Cooper Lynx, over 100 face-offs won as a freshman. He's got a goal today. Vieira.
Here we go.
Back to Vieira up top. Left-handed shot. Save by Will Landrigan, his 12th. Landon Vieira, a hat trick and 3 assists, so he's got 40 goals, 19 assists, 59 points on the year. Noah Weatherford, a freshman, face-off midfielder. He's got an assist, and he's over 90 face-off wins for this season. Scooped up by Scarab to Vieira. Ooh, behind his neck, over the net. We got another flag as this game has gotten chippy late. Jamison Cameron, 5 goals and an assist. 17 goals on the year, 8 assists. So that's what, 25 points? Aiden Ross, the senior, heading to Bryant. Just missed on an end-to-end rush, bringing the defense into the offense, trying to score a goal. Gavin Bradshaw has a goal and an assist, so he now has 16 goals, 5 assists, 21 points. Grady Doxey, a hat trick and 2 helpers for the freshman. And freshman Matt McAuliffe, 9 saves between the pipes. Bellingham, goaltender Will Lanigan, 12 saves. Oh, puck. Ball knocked loose. And let me get that number for Bellingham. Good defensive work. Believe that was number 6 for Bellingham, Eric Todd. Good work by the Bombardiers, number 23, Aiden Ross, trying to get it back to, yes he does, to Jackson Maynard. 30 seconds to go. Maynard, low pass to Bradshaw. Kicks it forward. Scooping up the ground ball is Scarab. I'm sorry, that was Cole Scarab who was injured. That's Jamison Connor, wearing number 21. Attleboro maintains possession as the shot was wide. 13 seconds to go. Vieira. Maynard. 3 seconds. The cutter, and that will do it. Just 1 goal scored in that 4th quarter as Bradshaw assisted Grady Doxey. Attleboro with a 15-5 win. We want to wish Bellingham good luck on the rest of their season. They're ranked 20th in Division 4, so they'll probably qualify for the D4 playoffs. And the Bombardiers, they need a win against Sharon and a Leominster and Brookline loss to qualify for the D1 playoffs. Attleboro wins 15-5. I'm Paul Healy for Noah Jones on camera and Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, who pitched in our graphics. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 96 Sports.
Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965.